Hey, welcome to Holistic Growth. My name is Luke McLean. This is a daily little hit of wellness, mindfulness, and personal development. I'm a meditation teacher. I'm a life coach. I do a lot around leadership. I'm also a father of 5, so I feel like I've got a pretty good range on what I talk to and what I experience. So, this is just a little hit of what we're going to talk about. So we're going to get into a little bit of mindfulness today, or a little bit of understanding, and then we're going to do a practice. So it's a bit of a longer episode, but we're going to talk a little bit today around what I call open awareness. And, awareness or open awareness and this practice of understanding or building a better relationship to our thoughts, our feelings, and our stories that come into our awareness. And they do come into our awareness all the time. Our mind is a storytelling machine. It's telling stories all the time, and stories through judgments, through feelings of this is good, this is bad, I'm not enough, I'm enough, that was great. These are stories that the mind continues to tell all the time. And even you listening to me now, you're telling a story in your mind of something. And that's cool. The mind will tell stories just like the mouth produces saliva. It's going to happen. Don't try to stop it. It's natural. But all we're trying to do with open awareness is build a better relationship and a better understanding to those stories. So open awareness or awareness, and when one of the Mingyur Rinpoche talks about this, I believe, he talks about awareness as the blue sky. There's always, it might even be Thich Nhat Hanh, I'm not sure. There's always a blue sky. Even when there's clouds, even when there's rain, when you can get in a plane and you get above the clouds is a blue sky. And the blue sky is awareness. There's always open awareness available to us. There's always an ability to remove or get above the thoughts, feelings, stories, and beliefs if we want to. Knowing that blue sky is available to us is really powerful. And then what happens when we're at the in the moment level is we'll always get clouds coming and going. And really important that you understand that the clouds will come and they will go. Thoughts, feelings, and stories come. They come into our awareness and then they leave again eventually. Right? They're not us. They're an experience of us that we're having right now. But our thoughts, our beliefs, and our stories are not us. And when we become really challenged is that when we become attached to a version of us or a belief about us or a story about us, and we hold on to that too tightly, and then that story of being a sports person or being a musician or being this changes. The cloud's eventually going to go. And that can be a longer cloud that sticks around for a couple of years, or it could be just a feeling or a story around today or this morning. This meeting is going to be terrible. It's going to be hard, or this is going to be the best day of my life because we're going here. It's a thought, feeling, or story. Imagine it's a cloud that's coming into our sphere of awareness. And when we can watch and become non-attached to the clouds, but simply view the clouds as just passing moments, not good, not bad, but simply what's happening in the present moment. We can still enjoy and experience it and take it in fully and love it, but not hold on to it so tightly or not hate it so much, because we've got the two ways of suffering, which is attachment, which is going to cause us to suffer eventually, or there's aversion, trying to push it away and not accept it, even though it's the experience we're having right now. So open awareness meditation is this practice of just watching the thoughts and feelings and stories and noticing that they're within us, but they are not us. So how about we just drop in, put our feet flat on the ground, put our hands wherever we like. You might hear some cars go past, but simply, this is life. Closing the eyes, bringing the attention inward to the breath and experiencing the breath coming and going. Inhale and exhale. Feeling, experiencing the body as the breath comes in and as the breath leaves, the belly, the lungs, the nose. Just allow your attention to move out of the body and take in any sounds that might be in your area. And simply noticing the sounds, observing the sounds, but not attaching to them. The sounds will come, the sounds will go, the sounds will change. And in your own time, coming back into the body, feeling and experiencing the feet flat on the floor, feeling and experiencing the seated position wherever you are. Aware of the hands wherever they're placed. Moving the attention back into the breath through the nose, in through the nose, and out through the nose. Not needing to manufacture the breath knows what to do. And then gently taking your time to open the awareness up to observing and watching the thoughts, the stories, the feelings that show up as you give yourself the gift of stillness. Simply sitting here with open awareness. And as you watch the thoughts and stories, just simply watch them come. And then watch them leave. Watch the gaps of stillness between the next one coming. You might like to name them as they come. There might be a feeling of worry, of boredom, planning, of happiness, of joy, of calm. Not good, not bad. They just are. They're just going to come and they're just going to go. You might notice one creeps in a little bit quicker and stays before you even realize that it's there. And gently in your time, coming back and bringing your attention into the breath. Feel the body in the seated position, the feet flat on the floor. Noticing the textures of the chair, where the hands are. And taking your time to open the eyes and come back, connected to the the present moment visually. And when you're ready, I encourage you to potentially just journal down the experience you had from that little meditation, that short meditation. And the power of that meditation is the practice of observation, of non-attachment, and knowing that when we become hooked on a thought or a story that's unhelpful and not useful, that we can just sit with it, we can observe it, we can give it kindness and curiosity. And often when we build a healthier relationship to those unhelpful stories, that they drop away really quickly. The biggest challenge we face with a lot of our feelings, our stories and our thoughts is that we feed them more. You know, it goes from a feeling of a little bit of worry about being late to feeding and becoming hooked on that, to being late, to being really late, to an argument, to having to walk home or to do something, and next thing you know, that's the worst day of your life because of one little thought or story around potentially being late. None of the rest and none of being late's true. We've constructed that in our minds, but then we've created the environment that it's real and it's going to happen, and then the body feels that pressure and stress as if has happened when it hasn't, and that becomes the problem. So when we can observe quickly and become aware that this is not helpful, this is not useful, and it's not real, it's quite powerful. So I hope you like that. That's Holistic Growth. Take care. We'll talk soon.